America might just have given away its greatest military advantage it built over 100 years. Not to China, not to Russia, to its own ego. Look at the map. China is surrounded. American allies everywhere. Now look at America. Two oceans, two friendly neighbors. For a century, no threat could get close. That was America's superpower. Not the nukes, not the aircraft carriers. Geography. And they just damaged it. In 12 months. March 2025. Trump slapped 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Steel and aluminum doubled to 50%. Canada hit back immediately. $30 billion in counter tariffs. True those exact words? There's not a snowball's chance in hell we become the 51st state. Trump's response? He called him Gunner Trudeau of the great state of Canada. Now here's where it gets interesting. January 16th, 2026. 3 days ago, Canada signed a trade agreement with China. Headlines screamed, "Pivot to China." Reality? It's a limited deal. Tariff cuts on canola and 49,000 electric vehicles. That's it. But here's what matters. From 2019 to 2025, Canada-China relations were frozen. The two Michaels detention. Huawei 5G banned. Chinese companies forced out of lithium mines. This deal isn't a pivot, but it eyes the first crack. The first time Canada actively looked for alternatives to America. In decades. What about Mexico siding with China? Biggest myth out there. Numbers don't lie. Mexico is trade $840 billion. Mexico-China $140 billion. 80% of Mexican exports go to America. December 2025. Mexico slapped 50% tariffs on 1,400 Chinese products. BYD wanted factory incentives? Denied. Mexico isn't siding with China. They're playing survival. So can China actually exploit this? Military reality check. China has 2 overseas bases. America has 71 in the Pacific alone. Chinese ships have appeared near Alaska. Time? International waters. Legal. Maximum stay? 19 days. Sustained presence near North America? China doesn't have the logistics. Not the bases. Not the supply ships. Not yet. So is this the beginning of a new chapter? Here's my honest take. The fortress hasn't fallen, but a crack just appeared. Canada isn't becoming a Chinese ally. Mexico isn't switching sides. The institutional barriers are massive. Investment Act, Five Eyes, NORAD. But something did change. For the first time in decades, America's neighbors are actively looking for alternatives. Not because China offered something better, because America pushed them away. The door opened 1 inch. What happens next? That depends entirely on whether ego keeps driving foreign policy.